Aretha Franklin is my high bar and North Star, a masterful musician and mind-bogglingly gifted singer who wouldn't let one genre confine or define her. I listened to and learned from all of her. When she was in her late teens, she moved from singing gospel to jazz, or rather, she added jazz to her repertoire because she never moved from gospel. One of my favorite albums of hers is still gospel, One Lord, One Faith, One Baptism. And when she sang standards, there was nothing at all standard about her delivery. She brought a soulfulness to everything that was all her own. Aretha had a bigger vision for herself. Her debut album had I Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You, Do Right Woman, Do Right Man, and Respect, placing her on top of the R&B and pop charts. There was a great Aretha song in every era of my life. I still believe most people don't understand how amazing she was as a pianist and arranger. I think if you're a woman with an incredible voice, your musicianship always gets underplayed. I had the distinct honor of working with Big Jim Wright as a producer and musical director. Big Jim had worked with Aretha Franklin, and he told me when Aretha felt the spirit, she would tap him on the shoulder, and that would be his cue to get up from the piano, where she would sit down and commence to play. The first time I met Miss Franklin was at the Grammys, my first year, when I was nominated for 5 awards. What wrecked my nerves was not that I'd only been in the business for about 6 months and I was performing at the Grammys for millions of viewers on live TV and every big music star was in the audience. I was most concerned about the fact that I had to sing in front of her. The one who I thought was the one, Ms. Aretha Franklin. I had to sing Vision of Love with Aretha Franklin sitting in the front row. Many times I had visualized a dream of singing at big award shows, but I never imagined I would have to do so in front of my idol on my first go-round. I couldn't even sleep the night before. The day of rehearsal, I summoned the courage to go up to her. She was quietly sitting in the front row on the left-hand side. I knelt down by her seat because that's what one does in the presence. Miss Franklin, I just wanted to say thank you. My name is Mariah, I said. Humbly, I went on, I just wanted to say thank you from all of the singers that you've inspired. Thank you. It's an honor to meet you. Years later, she said to me, Mariah, you've always had good manners, and that's the thing that most of these young girls are lacking. It's the manners. They don't have them. I couldn't imagine doing any less for someone who gave the world so much. I got through the performance of Vision of Love and won Best New Artist and Best Pop Vocal Performance. Later, I totally scrutinized my performance at the Grammys that night, and I heard every nuance I missed. But I sang before the Queen. My next great encounter with her was in 1998 when I was asked to perform for VH1 Divas Live show, for which they were going to do an Aretha Franklin tribute. Of course I said yes, because it was Aretha. And when you are summoned to pay homage to the Queen, you jump, jump, jump to it. When I arrived the day before the show for rehearsal, Aretha was giving the producer something he could feel. Ken Ehrlich is a giant in the industry. He has produced countless honors and award shows, including more than 30 Grammys and my Number One to Infinity show at the Coliseum in Vegas. He and Aretha had history. Good, he produced her operatic debut on the Grammys. Not so good, they seem to have had power struggles, like an old married couple. The other diva singers selected for the show were Celine Dion, Shania Twain, Gloria Estefan, and Carole King because of her having written the amazing You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman, which Aretha loved and made a classic. Ken told me that on several occasions Aretha had said, Mariah's the only girl that I'll be singing with this evening, which is why I was the only one to do a duet with her on the show.
In 2018, when Aretha departed from this world, Mariah wrote the following on her Instagram. You were my inspiration, my mentor and my friend. You showed me I could sing the songs I wanted to sing and bring God with me. You've inspired millions everywhere yet never left home, never left church.